Parents, families, and friends, welcome. And thank you for joining us today at Scavo High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2016. As we come to a close of this school year at Scavo High School, it's a good time to look back at what we've accomplished in what seems like such a short period of time. The graduates here today are examples of those successes. Let's give them a hand. The advantage of having such a large class makes my speech just be shorter. So we'll keep this rolling. So next I want to recognize these people on stage today, and not on stage, but the first group. If the Scavo staff could please rise. I'd like to give them a hand, please. Also, I want to recognize Annabelle Wonders and the Des Moines Women's Club for their continued support of Scavo High School. You helped make this day possible for our students. Yep. I also want to recognize some of our community partners, Primary Health Care, Des Moines Health Center, Children's and Family of Iowa, Food Bank of Iowa, and I could go on and on. So thank you. I also want to thank the Vincent Scavo family for their continued support of our school, our students, and all of the things that we do. They've helped make this possible. So again, thank you to the Scavo family. So next I want to recognize the people seated on stage today. First, Dr. Thomas A. Hart, Superintendent of Des Moines Public Schools. School Board Member Natasha Newcomb. School Improvement Leader Mike Cameron. Our School Counselor Jill Hartung. Our Senior Speaker Darby Payne. And our commencement speaker this morning, Eddie Vanderwalk. So to begin our program today, I want to have Jill Hartung, our counselor at Scavo, present the awards and scholarships to this year's graduating class. Jill.
Thank you. First thing I need to say, because I was told that I need to tell you that I'm proud of everybody in this class, besides just the people that are giving awards. So I'm very proud of all of you. I'm just going to go through these awards. We had our awards banquet on Wednesday, and it was wonderful to see everybody who came that night. The superintendent awards this year, and if for those people who, for the superintendent awards, got them, if they would just stand in their place so that we can recognize you afterwards, and we'll hold our applause until after we have read all the names for those superintendent awards. For the electives, it was Marshall Stanley. For English, it was Carla Alator Rodriguez. For mathematics, it was Lavender Carrington. For science, it was Ella Lackman. For social science, it was Tony Brown. Please congratulate these people. The American Citizenship Award, we will do the same way. The award winners for that were Tony Brown, Danielle Ceballos, Kelsey King, and Jared Metzger. We also had scholarship winners, and those people will also stand in their places. Sarah Klein Scholarship went to Miss Laura Dooling. The Pat Scantz Corporal Scholarship went to Malik Kraft. Len Langford Scholarship went to Zachary Harder. The Prairie Meadows scholarships went to Ella Lackman and Samantha Lee. The James Rupnow scholarship went to Miss Ariel Wilson. The Rotary Club scholarship went to Darby Payne. The Vincent Scavo scholarships went to Kayla Kropp and Kaylee Segovia. And the Kimber Valente scholarship went to Kelsey King. I would also like to recognize our valedictorian for this school year, and her name is Miss Lauren Dooling. And our salutatorium for this year is Miss Edith Campos. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. Next, I want to introduce our senior speaker this morning, Miss Darby Payne.
I feel like I'm a little short for this. Isn't it a beautiful day for a graduation, guys? Woohoo! All right, for those of you I don't know, my name is Darby Payne, and I am representing the class of 2016. And I just want to say how incredibly honored I am to be representing this great class. I've gotten to meet most of them, unfortunately not all of them, but I am incredibly honored to be taking this speaking position. I started at Scavo about 2.5 years ago as a sophomore. I was trying to balance work as well as school, which I'm sure most of you can relate. Something that I found so incredible about Scavo was the people, the teachers, the sense of responsibility that it took to be at Scavo. My homeschool experience was not the best. I had teachers that did not even learn my name. I was just a face in the crowd. I held no significance. But here at Scavo, I felt very important. I found people who cared, who wanted to see me succeed. And look, now we're here. Now here I am, now here all we are on graduation. I mean, how could it get any better? Now I'm sure much of the graduates can relate, spending hours and hours and hours and hours on the bus, and walking in the rain or snow, or doing night lab, just to get here. Graduation is such a self-satisfying achievement that, like, we did this. No one can take credit for this. No one can say we just got passed along. We made this happen. And know what? No, it's great. It's one of the only things that no one can take away. We earn this and we have it for the rest of our lives. When I think of the 2016 class, I think of dedication, advocating for ourselves, enduring, perseverance, remaining resilient, and reigning victorious. And I just want to say that I am so proud of every single person sitting up here, and I think it's great. Now, did you know that in 2014, the college degree holder holds 17,500 more than that of just a college or just a high school diploma? So with that in mind, I want to leave you with this. Education is the gateway to success. Now, success is defined as the achievement of an aim or a purpose. Translation? If you set goals and attain those goals and gain a sense of complacency and self-approval, that is when you will truly be successful. Thank you.
I'm not quite so short. Thank you, Darby. Next, I'd like to introduce our commencement speaker this morning, Eddie Vander Walk. She entered foster care at the age of 14. She remained in care until her 21st birthday. Eddie earned her bachelor's degree in sociology from Drake University and her emergency medical technician license from Mercy Medical College of Health Sciences. Eddie has been a young fellow with the Jim Casey Youth Opportunities Initiative since 2011. She has served on a panel for National Governors Association, has been interviewed for national articles. Her national advocacy also includes speaking at the 2012 Assets Learning Conference. She is a recipient of the Iowa's 2012 Governor's Volunteer Award. Eddie is presently the Restorative Justice Specialist for Polk County Juvenile Court Services in Des Moines, Iowa. She is currently leading the local efforts around disproportionate minority contact and community engagement for juvenile court system. Eddie is known for her commitment to uplifting and strengthening families and youth that live in our community. So help me welcome Eddie Vander Walk.
Hey, I'm kind of in the middle of you both. Good morning, and first of all, I just want to say that it's an incredible opportunity to be here, so thank you for inviting me, and to get to celebrate with you all and with the people that are here that love and care about you. I still can't believe that I was asked to come and speak to you guys, but I think, as I was reflecting on it and trying to write this speech, I think it's because some of my background that was just mentioned, we've been through a lot of the same things. And so I spent a lot of time in foster care, and I won't go through the whole story because today's about you, but there's a few highlights of my story that I think a lot of you guys can relate to, and that's the part that I want to focus on, because it's important right now that you look around and you see everything, and you really listen to the cheering that's going on right now, because it's for you. I grew up in the foster care system. I aged out at 21, which is a long time. I was an adult at 18 and still being wrestled through the system. I grew up in a small town, away from a lot of my family, away from people that looked like me, away from my supports that I grew up with here in Des Moines. And school was a really big struggle for me, and it was because I had life happening around me all the time. From the time I woke up in the morning to the time I went home, it was just constant chaos. And that included when I went into the system. I was moved from home to home. I had to quit basketball, which I loved. And I really had no motivation to keep going in school. And it really felt like all these barriers were set up against me, and all of these instances where there was just no view of me succeeding. And there was a point where some of all of that changed. When I entered high school as a freshman, again, it was a small town, so a lot of people knew my situation. A lot of people knew what was happening in my home and who my dad was, and it was just a really hard time for me because I just didn't know what was going on and who to turn to. And I had teachers, and I'm really glad that Darby mentioned that. I had teachers that kind of looked at me and said, hey, we're going to surround her. And I had a Spanish teacher in particular that every morning she checked in with me, and every morning she gave me a hug. And that is one piece that I can look back on and know that that person was put there for a reason. I graduated high school, I'll move on, and I moved back to Des Moines here. And the first 6 months, I basically couch surfed. I didn't know what I was doing. I had to work. I was still in the system, but it was informally, and so a lot of the decisions were mine. There was a level of independence that I had to take on, but that I wasn't ready for, but I had to take on. And I really didn't believe in myself. I didn't know myself. And I just felt like the world just kept crashing down on me, and I didn't know why. I didn't understand. And so there was one person that I met when I was 18, and since then, she's been an important person in my life. But the biggest thing that I want to tell you guys is that you have to hold on to the people that are cheering for you and the noises that you hear that come from them on behalf of your accomplishments, and that this is a big accomplishment. When I graduated from Drake just this last December, it was a huge accomplishment because I didn't know if I could do it. I had every barrier set up against me. I had every reason to quit. I had every reason to get down on myself and pity myself, but I had to keep going. And I couldn't have done it without the people surrounding me. And I had to learn that even though I had everybody in the world believing in me, I had to believe in myself, and I had to keep knowing that I needed to believe in myself. and that everything was going to get done because I kept pushing forward. And so I just want to continue to lift you all up and celebrate with you and your accomplishments. And the thing that I want to leave with you today is that today's an exciting day, and after this it gets even more exciting, but it continues to be hard, and you have to continue to fight. And so I want to leave with you that I want you to set your expectations high for yourself, because you'll achieve those and you'll meet those. But at the same time, you have to set the grace for yourself that high too. You have to know that every day you're going to screw up, because I screw up every day. And the one important thing that I was taught as all these people kept coming in my life is that I had to remember that there's grace for myself and that there's another day. And you guys have to hold on to that. So I just want to congratulate you again. Good job. Keep going. Keep sharing your story, and share this with the people around you. You guys have a story to tell that I learned a little bit about from some of the staff here, and that story is powerful. It's so powerful. And so any opportunity that you have to share your story, share it. Whether it's individually or in a room full of people, share your story, because it's meaningful. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Eddie. Next, for the moment you've been waiting for, I'm going to introduce Dr. Thomas A. Hart to certify the class of 2016.
Good morning. Des Moines Public Schools exist so that students graduate with the knowledge, skills, and abilities to be successful at the next stage of their lives. That 13, and in some cases more than 13-year journey is supported by thousands of staff members throughout our district, many of whom are with us today. So if you work for Des Moines Public Schools in any role, would you please stand and give the audience a chance to recognize all of the support you've given the graduates? I'm proud of you, Daisy. And now, on behalf of Administrator Richard Blonigan, the district staff, the community of Des Moines, and your teachers at Scavo High School, I am honored to confirm that the members of the Scavo High School class of 2016 have met the requirements established by the state of Iowa and our Board of Education, and have demonstrated all the qualifications to receive a certificate of graduation from the Des Moines Public Schools. Esteemed School Board Director Natasha Newcomb, as superintendent, I proudly commend to you for the presentation of diplomas the Scavo High Class of 2016.
All right, we'll start reading the names. Up first, Class of 2016, Leticia Acosta. Carla Rodriguez. Cody Anna Carrico. Andrew Bairez. Marie Leanne Bennett. Melissa Ocampo Brito. McGuire James Brooks. Alice G. Brown. Logan James Bunting. Marlisa Burks. D. Calloway. Edith Campos. Lavender Blue Carrington. Deanna Carson. Danielle Elizabeth Sabalos. Alexis Chubb. Chandrea Monet Kleiss. Connor Lindsay Coleman. Darius Coulter. Malik Rashad Kraft. Kayla Lynn Kropp. Hakeem DeWitt. Nakia Rose DeWitt. RJ Dixon. Andrew David Doyle. Lauren Dooling. Emma Rose Evans. Caleb Michael Gavin. Catherine Hope Gay. Daisy N. Gayton. Roberto Carlos Gonzalez Gomez. Erin Danielle Gonzalez. Jose Francisco Gonzalez. Noah Gracie. Evan Hankins. Darius Harris. Dua Mazin Hatem. Jordan Ishay Hayes. Kylie Henderson. Nika Henderson. Chris Lorenzo Hidalgo. Austin Bo Dean Hupp. Travis Jackson. Sabrina Diane J. Samantha Jo Johnson. Bridget K. Jones. Eric Morrison Jones. Lachey Renee Kellogg. Gabriel L. Kennedy. Michaelan Elaine Kimsey. Kelsey Elizabeth King. Michaela Kroyman. Ella Lanice Lackman. Samantha Anna Lee. Desmond Lovelady Brown. Corey Edward Main. Myra Marlene Marquez. Jasmine Martinez Tovar. Jordy Mendoza. Joseph Patrick Meredith. Jared Metzger. Star Money. Max Moore. Destiny Moats. Lucille Murillo. Brandon Nottigal. Howard Nelson. Rico Brown. Darby Ray Payne. Nicole Peacock. Rebecca Price. Durante Rankin. Alyssa Leanne Ray. Cheyenne Ray. Natasha Rife. Adon Rigo Rodriguez. Alfonso Rodriguez Lopez. Antonio Rodriguez Morales. Nicole Sanders. Kaylee Segovia. Devin Ray Small. Michelle Soto. Carly Sumis. Jaquan Spencer. Mui Patrick Stanley. Rebecca Jane Tees. Kita Theravong. Anthony Townsend. Brian Michael Trainer. Antonio Valaquez Cortez. Ariel May Wilson. Jacob Ryan Michael Yansky. Miranda K. Young. Kiefer Yonker. Junior Zepeda. Lauren Zimmerline. Tristan Michael Adams. That's it. I just wanted to say one more thing. We had a total of 128 May graduates this year.
Graduates, if you haven't done so yet, move your tassel from your right to your left. Parents and guests, please stay seated until our graduates exit the auditorium this morning. They'll have time afterwards to meet with you and take pictures and all those things, but we want to be able to get them out first. So I want to echo a couple of the thoughts that were themes today. Perseverance, hard work, okay, and believing in yourself and wrapping yourself around those people that believe in you. So it's time to move forward on this journey that you began 13 years. Take nothing for granted in your lives. Do it the right way. You'll make mistakes. Eddie alluded to that. You'll make mistakes, but learn from them and continue to be active and positive members of our community. Take these experiences, skills, as well as talents that you all have and make our community a better place. Believe in yourselves because we believe in you. Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to present the Scavo High School class of 2016.